So it's a beautiful Friday. Oh, look at these flowers right here. These are Lantana Camara. Many different cultivars and varieties of this thing. This is a lower growing lantana, ideal for ground cover. They're not bad at all as a ground cover. Very few pests. And if you're viewing this from a distance, the worst of the pests will not make it look bad. Ah, see that over there? That is a Cape Chestnut, Calodendron capense. And we have two of them that are really putting on a show. This one and another one in the African section. Let's take a look here. You know, this has been blooming almost a solid month now, and it has not let up. Still as full and full of flowers as when it started. I mean, look at all of the, look at the carpet of flower petals there. Just, and look at this tree. It's amazing. It is really something. It's in the orange family, the Rutaceae. And you can tell if you look at it, the flowers and the leaves, you can see small oil glands in them, much like citrus have. It is in the citrus family. These have an interesting little story. These used to be called mangaves because they're a cross between what was the genus Manfreda and the genus agave. Unfortunately, molecular biology has proven that Manfredas are agaves. So the really cool hybrid name for them, which is mangave, really doesn't apply anymore. So it's really now just it's a cross between an agave and an agave. So it's a agagave. Agagave. No, nobody's renamed it agagave. I hope they keep the mangave as the hybrid name. You can just take it from a genus hybrid to a species hybrid. You get to keep the hybrid name if you want to, because hybrid names are, I do believe they're arbitrary. In other words, you can name the hybrid anything you want as long as it just refers to that particular hybrid. And look at these over here. Even though they're being attacked by an aloe aphid, an aloe mite, and a few other aloe pests, these things are still going strong. They're little red riding hood aloes, or aloe ruacapi. I'm really not that smart. Alright. We're coming up into two really cool sections. One is the water conservation garden, which has been around here for a while. We've been a pioneer in water conserving plants here at the Arboretum, starting out with our bringing in plants from South Africa that are very low water use in order to landscape the freeways. Freeway daisy, we brought that in. And look at that. I just want to show you this new, it's not new, it's an Uncarina. And this one is Uncarina grandidieri. We have about 2 or 3, I think it is, species of Uncarina here. Yeah, 3. And this is one of them. Look at that. That's Uncarina grandidieri, and look at the base of that. It's a caduciform or cadaceous base. That just means it's a big thick base that holds lots of water. And look at those beautiful flowers. This can bloom throughout the entire summer. And at times it's blooming like this now with no leaves. Hey. It's hot today. I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to turn right through the back end of the water conservation garden. Now look at this tree. This is a Chinese moly. Used to call it California pepper. It's really a Peruvian pepper. It's native to the area around the Atacama Desert in Chile. And look at it. It is... Notice it looks like it has some kind of cancerous growth on it. That is not a cancerous growth. What this thing does is it produces a lot of these epicormic structures, so that when the inevitable huge wind that comes blowing off the desert cuts the tree in half, it just grows right out of these epicorms. It's a natural thing. So if you see this on yours, don't be alarmed. It's normal. They're normal. Once they get this age, you see this one here, they are actually quite a bit smaller in their native habitat, and that's because the big branches get torn down to the epicorms, and you have a lot more branches coming out, so it's a lot thicker looking, and it's really quite nice looking actually. Lantana again. Leonotis. This is Leonotis nepetafolium, or let me check. Yeah, we have 14,000 plants here. That is not Lavendula dentata. I do believe that is Leonotis, nepenthifolia, which means catnip-leaved Leonotis, which you can see, if you're familiar with catnip, it does look a lot like catnip, those leaves. And oh, look at that. Always got time for these babies. These are my favorite flower. This is one of the things that got me into botany like crazy. Romney culturi, the McDonough poppy. This plant loves landslides. It's a landslide flower. And it was considered for the California state flower. It was beat out by the California poppy. Alright. Cistus salvifolia? I think that's Cistus sunset to the right. Cistus are native to Mediterranean regions. They're called rock roses, commonly. And Hesperella parvifolia. And native to Texas, New Mexico. Look at those flowers. Just gorgeous. This is one of the identifying features of the Hesperella. And see right there, notice the curly white fibers coming off of it. That's one of the IDing features. Tell the Hesperella from an agave, although they're very closely related.